y'all. Hope you are having a wonderful week. Want to share some encouragement with you guys in regards to making time to get into God's Word. Quiet time. James 4 verses 8 says this: draw near to God and he will draw near to you. And verse 10 says, humble yourselves in the presence of the Lord and he will exalt you. It is vitally important for us to be in God's Word, especially in the season of life that we're going through in this crazy world. So I want to share with you a video, and I pray that it would come to you with grace and with truth. But it's from Francis Chan, a wonderful pastor who speaks to the importance of us going into God's Word. So I pray that you would receive it with much grace, and you would see the heart behind this. So praying for each one of you guys. Hope y'all have a blessed week, and we'll see you on Sunday.
I don't know how people, because I know a lot of you don't read the Bible for yourself. And personally, I don't know how you can pull off following God in our culture, in our world, without this time alone with God. I mean, this is great. You learn from someone else and you can listen to other messages, but there's something so different when you study it for yourself, when you spend that time studying it for you. Because the truth is for me, it's the only time when I can't lie. I can lie to you. You know, I very easily can lie to you. I believe I have the ability to lie to anyone. Okay, I'm that good. Great quality to have in your pastor. I can. It's really not that hard to deceive someone. I can pretend that I'm humble. I know the way to say it and the looks on my face and just the right words to make you think that I'm humble or to think that I'm close to God or to think whatever you want to think about. I mean, we get pretty good at communication. Most of us are pretty good at communicating who we want other people to think we are. But then there's that time when you're alone with God and there's no one to lie to. And there's one person who right now knows, even as I'm speaking right now, you don't know what goes on in my heart and what thoughts are going on and the intention of my words. Maybe I'm saying it to make myself sound better. Maybe I'm telling you this so you don't think that I'm really thinking. You know what I mean? There's all of that going on. You don't know. But then I'm alone with God's Word. Then I'm alone and I'm studying the book for myself. And here's God telling me I've got to do something. And here's a God that I can't. He knows not only my words, but the intention, the heart. He knows when I'm trying to sound good, even in my prayers. And there's times when we're dumb enough to even try to sound good in our prayers and try to make it sound like we really love him and want to be with him when he knows our heart and he's seen us all week and saw how we long for all the other things in the world, and he's just an afterthought. But we're dumb enough to say, oh God, I've just wanted you and thanks for this. You know, it's the one time when you have to be real. I was asked just yesterday, someone came up to me and said, hey, you know, with all the success and stuff, how do you keep from being just super arrogant? I mean, you're just kind of arrogant. How do you keep from being like just majorly arrogant? And again, I just go, man, I don't know how anyone survives without spending time alone with God. If I did not have time with God, I would be so self-centered, so arrogant, so in my own world because I can fool people. And it's this time when I am here just going, okay, well, here's what God says. And I can't think of a time in my lifetime when this lesson was more needed because I just see as I travel, there are just fewer and fewer people that love this book and love the truths in this book. And people instead are looking for new ideas, new thoughts, and they'd rather listen to opinions of other people rather than really looking at this book that's been around for thousands of years. These words that have been around for thousands of years, that have proven themselves over time, that have changed lives over the centuries, and yet we try to run to these other things.